This 2-minute tip is on using Education Source, the brand new database the library has just subscribed to. To load this database, go to the library homepage, www.lib.purdue.edu, and look for the database link, which is below the search box in the middle of the page. Click on the database title. This will load this page. Type the title of the database, Education Source, in the search window and press the search button. This will bring up a screen. Education Source is the hot link, and in the middle of the page you see a description of this database. Click on Education Source to load the database. Let's go live and try it out. You can see this interface may look familiar to you because it is the same interface that we use for ERIC or PsycInfo or Academic Search Premier, because we buy those databases and many other databases from the EBSCO company. So we're using the EBSCO interface. Now it's telling us right now that we have loaded the Education Source database. One of the advantages of purchasing ERIC from the EBSCO company is that we can do a cross-database search of more than one database. So let's add ERIC to our search. Go down here and we can see we have Education Source loaded. So let's just add ERIC. We could add any other database we wanted to also, but we don't need to add Education Full Text because Education Source is built on top of Education Full Text and contains 100% of the records that are in Education Full Text. So we don't need that one. Let's press OK. Okay, now we're back to the search interface. I'm going to go to the advanced search, which is down here below the search window, so that I get 3 search windows here. And I'm interested in the effects of recess on academic achievement. So I'm going to type recess into the first window, and the second window I'm going to type academic. I'm going to put an asterisk so I get academic or academics. I'm going to do the Boolean OR and type the word learning. So I'm searching for either learning or academic or academics, and the record must also have the word recess in it. Let's do the search. Okay, it responds with 405 records, and indeed in the first record we do see the word recess in the subject field, and we do see academic achievement in the subject field. That means that an indexer has assigned these words to this article. If we want to limit our search to records where the indexer has indexed them as being about recess, we can change this part of the search here so that it is searching for recess in the subject terms field. Let's do that also with the second phrase and redo our search. Now we have 67 articles, which in fact is far fewer than we originally had, and certainly a manageable number of articles. But if we want to limit even further, we can click this scholarly review or peer-reviewed. Now we have 33 articles, all of which are peer-reviewed articles on our topic. By the way, you can double check and see we're doing Education Source and we're doing ERIC. And in fact, the first article comes from the ERIC database. If we're interested in that article, we need a little more information. We can scroll over this magnifying glass, and then we can see the abstract for the article. If it looks useful, we can add it to our folder to keep track of it. And looking at the second article, if we're interested in that, we could do the magnifying glass, or we could just add it to our folder. This article also comes from the ERIC database. Now the third article comes from Education Source, which means this article did not appear in the ERIC database. If we want to add that to our folder, we can just click the folder button. Now we have 3 articles in our folder. Now the first article is in full text from EBSCO. If we click here, we will load the full text. We can then download it, email it, save it to our hard drive. The second article is not available in full text from EBSCO, so they're recommending that we check and see if Purdue has a subscription. If we click on this Find It at Purdue button, that will load a small database that we have. we can get it. So it tells us the library does subscribe to this journal, and we can get the full text from the National Council of Teachers of English, from JSTOR, or from ProQuest. Any one of these links would take us to the full text. Just go back to our list. Okay, we have 3 articles in our folder. To go to our folder, we can go to this link right here. And from our folder, we could print this. That would be printing a bibliography with abstracts. We could email this, or we could save it on the computer, or we could export these records. We could select the records we want to do, or select all of them. And then if we wanted to export them, that would mean export them to EndNote or Zotero or EndNote Web. Okay, let's go back to our search interface. So just to review, here's the windows that you use to type your keywords in to do your search, and obviously the search button. When you're using the database, you can click on the folder to add or remove items from your folder. And when you're ready, you can go to the folder by clicking here. That concludes our demo of searching education source.